Mm, mm, mm. Only in America. Only in America. 17-year-old Georgia teen Kendrick Johnson. If you haven't heard of this story, it was about the young brother that was found wrapped up in a wrestling mat. They said that he was going to try to get his shoe out the end of a wrestling mat and fell in and suffocated. Well, this teen body was dug back up after the coroner did what they had to do. The parents decided to do an independent autopsy, pulled the body back out of the ground, and found out that their son's body was stuffed with newspaper. How disrespectful is that? The boy's body was stuffed with newspaper. If you can't get no more disrespectful than that, then I just simply don't know what disrespect is. Now, of course, you have the autopsy and the people that embalmed the body arguing on how the newspaper got into the boy's body. However it happened, it was disrespectful. Somebody went inside this young man's body and took out his organs. Now, this lets you know that whoever has been doing this is not the first time. So if it is the funeral parlor that did the embalming, then you would have to go and dig up every body they buried, because there might just be a bunch of bodies buried with a bunch of newspaper in them. But like I say, this young man, they say, was crawling down the middle of a wrestling mat to go get his shoe. Now reports came out that there was mysterious blood splatter against the wall of the gym. They never went and tested. They said that blood could have came from anywhere. But after his parents had an independent autopsy done, the new examiner realized that he had blunt force, means he was hit in the back of the head before he died. They've been trying to cover this up since day one. But this is another example of how black life is diminished in the United States of America. This young man lost his life because somebody did something to him and they don't want the truth to come out. But I'm glad that this new examiner have found out the truth. That it wasn't not just an accident, but somebody killed that young man. And also being in the city of Georgia, or the state of Georgia, excuse me, who is surprised? I know I'm not. But it's a sad thing that continue to go on. And until somebody stand up and say enough is enough.